Well, we started Tuesday lunchtime. It's now Wednesday morning. Extra time for Teddy Sheringham. And he's still handily placed as well, albeit 6,000 or 7,000 behind those two men.
But this situation is tailor-made for Tony Bloom, who is battling his way. He's so used to the short-handed game. Who else at this table will be raising with that kind of hand?
Re-raise all in.
Good, strong re-raise by Danny, and a good time to do it.
6,800 on top.
Understandably frightened Teddy off.
How much?
68. Call.
Tony has decided he's come here to win. He's already put some chips in. He's hoping he's got 2 live cards, which he has. So he's getting about the right price to call and make it free-handed. If, of course, he hits a jack or a 6. But Danny, once again, fighting for his life.
It's a queen
this
of
time,
spades.
a decent favourite with the king-queen.
Check 6 of diamonds. And the flop comes. Deuce, deuce, 3. The king-queen
Still looking good for Danny.
Turn card. It's a 5.
An extra out now. A 4 would make a straight for Tony Bloom.
Last card is a 6.
Oh.
Yeah, 6 for Tony, which means Danny.
Well,
is
that's the
out.
secret of successful poker, I suppose. Be good, but be lucky as well when you need that little bit of luck. And Tony Bloom's had it.
Well, he fought back brilliantly, but Danny Shu has finally buckled. Danny, that must be a real sickener for you, to go out on the river like that?
Yeah, there was a lot of money in the pot, and I didn't have to call very much. So, yeah, just got unlucky.
This is your first tournament, yeah? You qualified through vcpoker.com. How did you find it?
Very different.
Yeah?
It's a lot more difficult, and you don't see as many showdowns.
Well, condolences, Danny. Mr. Shu gets the boot. Let's rejoin the remaining 3 players.
2:15 in the morning, 8 down to 3. 1 goes through to the semi-final.
Teddy being somewhat squeezed out of this battle between the other 2. Ian really has been finding his voice. Good aggressive raise. But Tony, who has position on him, does have him dominated. Not a very pretty hand though, the King 8 against the race. Tony loves to take flops though.
Cool.
Tony far more likely to take it away if both of them miss, and in any case he's in a very strong position, and that is the cold deck. Both hit the top pair. Tony with the big kicker. This could be very, very painful for Ian.
We raise all in.
So Tony goes all in. Ian put his hand straight towards his chips and then just maybe thought better of it, maybe.
Well, what's he beating? I mean, if Tony Tony hasn't got at least top pair, it's an incredibly strong bet, and if he has, Ian's got no kicker. So if he sits and thinks about it, it doesn't look like the kind of flop where there's a draw, but he didn't think for that long, and it's understandable. You know, it's only one winner here, and he's thinking he's got live cards.
Not anymore, he's not. He saw the 8 come down from Tony's hand and hugely disappointed.
Maybe need to think a little bit longer about it, but Tony Bloom in a very, very powerful position here to get it heads up.
But Tony has the better kicker, King.
Ian not out of it, of course, but he wants to see a 9.
Ian, it's a 9, and the last card is a King. So 2 pairs, Kings and 8s for Tony Bloom.
That's it then. Ian Shawbins goes 2 pairs for Tony Bloom, and there are now only 2 at the table.
Ian Shawbins now joins us after a marathon session out there. Ian, how did you feel when that card turned over the King?
Well, I'm gutted, obviously. You know, I only had 3 outs with me 9. They were suited, but none of the suit on the flop. I just couldn't. I couldn't put him on an 8. and I thought if he'd had an higher pair, he would have raised me pre-flop. So I made the call. I think you've got to make them calls, haven't you, to win these competitions.
You're an internet qualifier. How did this live experience feel?
Brilliant, really enjoyed it. It was a great experience. I mean, it cost me, I played one online satellite for $3 that I rebought once. It cost me $6, about £3. And I then won the next level, which gave me the seat. So for £3, I've come here. And, you know, it's fantastic. Really, really enjoying it.
Well, you'll be back, no doubt, bigger and better. So we look forward to seeing you again next time.
Hope so. Cheers.
Ian, thanks very much indeed. Just 2 men remaining. Let's find out whether it's going to be Teddy or Tony in the semi-final.